shut up is a curse word, bro.
I mean, good.
You might want to check yourself.
Shut the hole.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying, hey, they come up on some money. It's like, yo, we got some money. No, we gotta do the right thing and try to find the owner of this money. Like, God damn, mama, like we broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? You got me and you got me and JJ sleeping in the fold out couch in the front of the goddamn room. You know what I'm saying? Forever. JJ like 35. And but it's cool because your high sense of morality is there, and we've got Black Jesus still. And as long as Michael can still say he believes in Jesus, everything's cool.
This dude is like Richard Gere's character in Pretty Woman. He don't build jack. He just comes in and does what he does. There's a difference.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
What's going on out there in the land of the internet? And those who listen to us on the podcast later, welcome to a new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Of course, it's your boy, Ruben, out here, not in these streets, because that's not how I do, but always on the ones and twos. My man, AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
And Mo B will be with us shortly. How you doing, AG? How's life?
Man, life is so much better. I'm going to tell you why.
Uh-oh.
Got a story for you.
Uh-oh. Excited.
All right. Over the Christmas holiday, they have advertisements for, so many different products for you to buy before the Christmas rush really starts to happen, or maybe the day before Christmas, you got last minute gifts to buy. They're always hawking something. Well, for about 2 weeks, I had seen this woman talk about, and this is me halfway hearing the commercial because I really don't watch TV intently sometimes. I'm just watching it, playing Wordle, watching it, looking at my wife walk away, things that kind of distract me. So I look up and this lady's like, and you can wipe it on your booty. And I was like, what? So I was like, whatever. Nowadays they can say anything. So I keep it moving. A week later, I am actually paying attention. And this lady has this cream, this whatever called Lume. And it apparently kills bacteria or suppresses bacteria in the tight spots, booty crack, junk, feet, under armpits, whatever stinks, right? And I'm like, yeah. Because sometimes the brother suffers from these kind of things, and I've tried certain stuff, and it never really works out. So, I'm halfway paying attention, and then I was kind of paying attention, then I was really paying attention. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this stuff. Well, it was online, right? Online only, as far as I knew. What's up, Moby?
What's up, man?
And so I was kind of hesitant because I was like, I didn't feel like ordering, put your credit card in, blah, blah, blah. I'm not that dude. So my wife 2 days ago was in Target, and we had talked about it, and she knew that I wanted to try it, so she got me a tube, right? Okay, now the worst, and I'm being real right now, okay? I'm being real with y'all. I had to put my little business in the street, okay? Dude's junk, man, freaking glows in the dark, bro. I promise you, it's nasty down there. It really is. Like,
Stop.
What?
Did you just say your junk glows in the dark?
Dude, it's just so nasty, man. I'm just saying.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
You gonna figure it out. So it's like,
I'm cool.
And that's one of the things that really has bugged me my entire life.
That your junk glows in the dark?
Yeah, man. It's like it's a nuclear wasteland down there, I promise you. Anyway, let me tell a story. This is a good story. It has a great ending. So again, wife went to Target. She knew that I wanted to try it, and she saw some. I guess they started to distribute it to your Targets, your Walmarts, what have you. They had this big display, and she got the last couple of, she got one of the last tubes on there. So apparently everybody's stuff is glowing in the dark, not just mine. Well, anyway, so she brings it home and I said, wow, you really got, she texted me and sent me a picture. I was really excited about this because I was like, okay, this is my last bastion of hope to smell like a human being, right? So I'm like, okay. So I took a shower last night after work, as always, and I put it on, right? So this morning when I got up, I ain't smell nothing. I was like, what? That's okay. It's only been a few hours, whatever. Halfway through work, I was like, I ain't smelling it. I was like, what? And mind you, sweating, moving around, whatever it is, bacteria is probably propagating like white folks in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? It's all over the place. So didn't smell anything. Got home tonight, and this would be 24 hours. Nothing. I want to let y'all know, dudes that have like overactive glands in whatever part of your nether regions, hoes that need this for the go bag because Johns are nasty. Anybody who has any body odor that is uncontrollable, Lume is your friend. I want y'all to listen to that white lady say what she gonna say, and I'm telling you right now, she is not lying. There are no lies detected, bro.
Are you talking about that deodorant, that body stuff to put up?
Yeah, they have deodorant, they have wipes, they have cream, they have it all. Any application you want. I'm just letting you know. That stuff is fire, bro. It took my Chernobyl junk and turned it into like Little House on the Prairie, for real. My stuff is dope. Even a little girl falling down a little hill. I mean, it's just like, what's up?
I just need to say this.
What do you need to say, man?
Because I'm looking at the numbers, and literally right before you said this stuff took my Chernobyl junk and told about Little House on the Prairie, like 2 people joined. So they probably like, what the hell is going on? Because yeah, I've never seen this commercial. Clearly Mo B has seen this commercial, and clearly obviously AG has seen this commercial, but I don't know what the hell this stuff is. I will say this. Far as I know, my junk ain't like Chernobyl. So I feel real positive that I guess I'm good.
That's good. That's good for you. All I'm saying is, I'm being real. There are people like myself that have parts of their body that is like radioactive.
Wow.
And it's like you can't get rid of the smell. Because at first, like when I was like 25, 30 years old, started shaving. That's not it, bro. Shaving didn't help me at all. Now it's a clean look. And certainly I don't snag anymore. But I promise you, bacteria was like, F you, dude. You think shaving's got, man, please.
Hold on, man.
Bacteria told me to kiss my ass. Bacteria was like, no, bump you, man. Dude, I can get out. Because like, okay, I'll do something a little less sensitive. It's like when I get out of the shower, I have to make sure that I get the armpits good. Because sometimes I can get out of the shower and smell like I didn't take a shower. It's stupid, man.
Yo, man.
Lume is the bomb, bro. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you, Mo B, and everybody listening to this stuff is off the hizzy. Now, the second thing is, I don't know if this was her being the sweetest woman ever. Mo B got some. See, you know what time it is, Mo B. That's what's up, baby.
Wow.
Hey, no, ain't that stuff fire? Come on, man. Ain't that stuff dope?
She'll thank you too.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. I was getting ready to say, I don't know if Lauren is doing as she is always.
Oh my god.
Or was it like self-preservation?
Oh my god.
Because man, you can't ask your woman to give you that thing when you stinking.
Y'all motherfuckers are crazy.
Moby?
I ain't say you crazy, but I'm just
First of all, I'm simply saying 5 Minute Warning sponsored by Lume.
I'm telling you, that stuff is awesome. Like some people,
do I get paid now?
You get paid. I'm trying to figure out
you know what you get, Moby? Cuddle time, baby. Because your stuff don't stink no more.
Oh my god.
Yo, man, people that got that booty crack, that mud butt, stank. Oh, Lume help you, because that's what the lady says. That's one of the first things that she says. She says
that is what she
"Right
says in
in your butt crack." She literally says booty or something like it. I promise you, she is not pulling punches, bro. This chick is
She
man.
She said the underparts, feet, booty
Yep.
crack.
Yep.
Exactly.
Black Horse
Black
just
Horse
What
just
in the heck did I walk into?
Like I'm
Man.
surprised she ain't say if your breath stink, rub it on your tongue.
Something.
Wow.
Telling you, man. I just had to get that out, bro. Lume is the bomb. If y'all out there and y'all ain't smelling right,
I'm not necessarily a fan of this. I'm not a fan of the silver spruce scent. Not really.
Might
It
want to
has
try the
a-
lavender. Lavender is good.
Yeah,
Lavender's good.
it has a weird odor to me. Like it itself has a weird odor to me. But yo, you put this on a body part and it dries you out. It's like there's no moisture that's gonna come to that part
No, sir.
at all.
And that's the biggest part of my problem. Don't you love having this show, Ruben?
Mo B, did you go out and buy that yourself, or did your lovely wife do that for you?
I bought it myself, man. You know, I'm always trying to keep my hygiene up, man.
So, gee,
Yo, KBIACO 25. I don't really have a butt issue, but as soon as I get out of the shower, it goes on the balls, baby. All day.
oh,
All day.
so
It actually gives you kind of a cooling effect down there.
It
too.
does. It's dope, man. I'm telling you.
But I actually can't wait for the summertime because you know keep
That's
the
when I get
balls
the real
cool.
test.
Exactly.
That's the real test. I mean, not for me, every day's a test. The idea that this stuff lasted 24 hours lets me know it's for real. Telling you, man, if you want that thing, you'll put it on.
I mean,
Because your wife ain't gonna be scared no more. You know?
I'm done. All right, thank you everybody for joining 5 Minute Warning tonight. What in the blue hell what is going on?
Hey man,
So I mean, wow,
wait a
everybody.
minute, Captain Boogs. I had
Cooling or
some mint
burning?
shampoo that I tried in the forest below, and the soap would not fix the issue.
So that means you gotta
Dude,
try that Lumen.
LeMay, bruh.
LeMay,
LeMay.
excuse me. I want to make sure I get it right.
Captain Boogs, LeMay.
Oh my God, this is
At this rate, I'd rather settle for a 60-minute intro.
Hey, I didn't get on it. Like I walked into it just like some of y'all.
well. See, AG was extremely happy to talk about this,
Yes, I really
and
was.
you know what? I'm gonna give AG credit because
I just thought we were gonna get paid. That's why I pulled it out. I was like, shoot, we doing commercials now.
Apparently,
Like,
I didn't-
everybody- I went in for no meeting this week, so I was like, damn, did I miss it?
apparently I missed it too. So,
Hey, man.
so here's the thing. First of all, AG, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give you props, man, because I mean, we talk about some real shit on this show. This might be the realest shit that we've ever talked about.
Talk
Yeah,
about the
it is.
hard-hitting issues, man.
I mean, yeah, you know.
Hard-hitting issues.
hard-hitting issues, man.
First of all, you know, he talked about how his shit is not smelling good in the nether regions. And then he hit us with the tidbit that Brother Shay's down there. So that's courage enough. Like that's
I mean,
courage.
is it really a big deal that a dude told you he grooms his under?
I
area?
mean, I'm not sticking shit down there if I don't got
I
to.
just think I don't think that he expected me to say.
Oh
anything.
hell no!
oh,
Like,
you mean
this-
you mean
I
you
didn't
mean,
warn him.
Ruben, you don't shave your balls?
hell no! I mean, I wash my balls every day when I take a shower.
Well,
I
I
don't-
have some. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
You don't
in public.
shave your
I'm not gonna
balls,
say
man?
that.
Hell no!
What type of? I don't shave my balls either. I just
I was
wanted-
curious. To say, but see,
Hey.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Why- I got baby bottoms over here, brother.
you got goose eggs. You're
Exactly.
as smooth
It's-
as goose eggs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Hey.
that's right.
And you know what? It takes courage to tell everybody to shave your balls. So I
I
mean,
don't think it takes courage, man. Like it's grooming, man. Everybody got their own grooming ritual. You know me, I just like to make sure that I keep, I keep a nice little Philly fade down there. You know what I'm saying? Get my
Philly fade.
wave game
Yeah,
going.
man.
so AG.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Are you guard or no guard? Yeah, I was about to do that.
Yeah, Captain Boogs is like guard or no guard. I am straight Gillette, my friend.
Bro,
Oh,
I don't trust it.
Oh.
I
I
can't
have
trust the
had
razor.
my share of nicks. I understand
Oh,
why
I
you
mean,
don't trust it.
You see, because if I start bleeding from down there,
Oh no.
I'm done. Like it don't matter if it's the smallest nick, man. I start bleeding from down there, man.
Nah,
Like
nah.
I'm a nut up, man. I'm just be like, nope, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Call 911.
You'll call
Hey,
911.
it's over with.
I mean-
dying.
No, man, it's just because I'll tell you the reason why I started doing it. The
Wow.
reason why I started using the blade was because I didn't like getting snagged with clippers.
So you do your own?
Who else is gonna do it, bro?
What you think you about to walk into sports clips and be like, give me the treatment?
No, I mean I figured your wife might help you with some shit.
Why would I ask you to do that? Are you for real,
bruh?
man? Man, that's a
just
fetish,
saying.
bro. That's a fetish. What are you doing?
Hey,
What kind of show is
hey,
this?
I'm just. What do you mean? What kind of show is this? You talking about sticking something, putting something?
No,
on
I
your
was
ball?
talking about hygiene. Thank you very much. Does
your
my
balls?
wife do it? Man, I'm grown. I'm an only child. Come on, man. Are you for real?
So is that a no?
Oh, hold up. That's my boo right there. You know what she said? I
What'd she
would
say?
though. She
That's
said I
what I'm
would though. And she freaking like that while you're bullshitting.
Hey,
Hey.
man, you know what, man?
That's called love.
I love her, but I don't trust her like that. Nah,
Why? You love her, but I would trust her like that.
I mean, look, I just think it's better for our relationship because, like, I can't promise that
Oh
if
my
I get
God.
cut down there, that I'm not gonna turn like Danny Glover from Color Purple and be
Oh, that's
like,
cold.
if you nick me, I'll kill you.
Yo. Oh my God.
Damn, I pulled that reference out my ass,
Strong.
That was
Hope it don't
good.
stink.
just like Lou May. Good for the butt crack.
Oh my God.
Tell you, man.
So, oh wow.
You gotta, and like I said before, the shaving didn't help. It didn't help because, like I said, the moisture that I create, it was just bad. It was just bad.
Wow. I mean, yo, AG, I just feel like I learned more about you. Like,
You really did. I
God,
don't think you wanted to learn it, but you learned it now. You can't unlearn it.
hell no.
Because you know what? You know what he's gonna do the next time he sees me at a function? They're gonna look at my balls. He's gonna look at my balls, bro.
I'm not gonna look at your balls.
Yeah,
First
you
of
are.
all. That's
Yeah,
not
you
what
are.
I do.
Yeah, you
Hell
are.
no,
You gonna look at
no.
my balls.
Why would I
You'd
look
be
at your
like,
balls for?
because you'd be like, I bet
Moby had to leave.
we ran Moby away.
You're like, oh, what kind of show is this?
I didn't know what type of show we was doing. Like, we done talked about ball sweat and
Oh my
butt
God.
crack odor and
18 minutes into the joint. I mean, what would cousin Carrie say about you?
I bet
that-
you anybody
that he's
listening
a
to this
he's a
show,
well-groomed, fresh young man.
that's right.
Wow. All right. I mean, the boy likes talking about
Hey,
shaving balls.
I don't know
Fresh
if they
and so
like
clean,
talking
clean.
about it, but I mean, we talk about relatable issues up here.
Yeah,
man.
we do apparently.
We talked about taking the shit last week, and now we're talking about body odor. Like,
They had wait a minute, they got moisture wicking Calvin Kleins.
He got the coupon for the free ball triplet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
they got the underwear and stuff that's supposed to keep you cool, man. Like,
That doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I got
Actually, I have those, and they don't really work. They're okay.
I have
But
moisture
any
wicking
little
underwear.
thing helps.
I have moisture wicking underwear. Them shits are awesome. And you know, like sometimes you get your shit caught in your underwear a little bit. I mean, maybe me because I'm fat. You know, underwear gets caught up, and you got to move your balls a little bit while you're driving. It don't do that on moisture wicking underwear.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like if you wear cotton, that shit gets caught up too goddamn much.
man, what is cotton, man? I don't know if I wore cotton undergarments in a minute, man. I just can't.
I'm about not doing it.
What's
you
wrong
know?
with cotton?
Like they absorb it and it sits there in a nice wet spot, and it's just not comfortable. Especially in the summer, it's not comfortable.
No, it's not. But anyway, y'all, I just had to put that out there because I know based on my wife's experience purchasing this, she said there was a big display and she got one of the last tubes. So that lets me,
Wow.
and Moby having a tube already, that lets me know people out there on the QT stanking. See, they're not as open as I am. So I'm just letting you know.
You know, it's always good for Black Morticia to come out. Never use lumen, but Dr. Bosley, your butthole feel like it's smoked a pack of menthol 100s.
Hey, man. Oh, Captain Boogs, my wife went to Target. So check out Target, bro.
Ah, well, all right.
If
And
you
that's how
can't find that Target, it's on Amazon too. You can get it
Yeah.
off Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, get it
You
on
get everything on
Amazon if you're an
Amazon.
Amazon person. Absolutely.
So Moby, how's your week been?
I mean, my balls have been cool. Everything was straight.
Oh shit!
I'm saying that nice and fresh down there. Well groomed.
How you feeling after that Monday destruction?
I mean, I'm not really feeling good about it, man. And I mean, I guess the reason I'm not really feeling good about it is like I kind of felt bad for TCU, man. I just the midway through it, like the first quarter or the second quarter, I was just like, yeah, man, these kids don't deserve this, man. And then I had to hear the announcers basically go on a Stetson Bennett dick sucking tour. And I'm like, I get it. This 35-year-old guy has lived the American dream already, man. I get it.
35, man.
I mean, what? He's 32, something like that.
He's 25,
He's 25,
man.
man.
Damn,
man, close enough.
the guy can't even win right. No, he can't even win right.
No. Don't get me wrong, man. I was happy about the win, but my thing is, I'm like, yo, I was getting offended by the fact that all the announcers were only talking about Stetson Bennett because I'm just like, bruh, there's a whole bunch of other dogs out here, man, and I found myself going into Black Message Man mode because I was just like, we got all these brothers out here, and all y'all want to do is talk about the 3 white guys on the field. Stetson Bennett.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah, man, but like, I felt like because it was a blowout, I noticed it even more because they were just trying to find shit to talk about, and it was like the only thing they took notes on was the fresh cut white guys.
Well, I mean,
but I do want to say, hey, whatever Black Georgia players have started taking Stetson Bennett to the black barbers, shout out to you, because his hairline was tight.
That fade was tight.
Yo, his hairline was tight.
That was not Sport Clips. I promise.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he went into
all.
a place with that spelled cuts with the Z at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, I thought it was wild because when I first saw him, I was like, bro, you cut those locks? Like he ain't had long locks, but he had the curly hair for real. Like he came for business. He came for business.
They was like, nah, bro, we got you.
Yeah,
I hear you. Now, my question is Stetson, I was asking myself this, is Stetson Bennett Jewish?
Don't know.
Okay. I saw his hair for the first time because last year when they won, I didn't really see his hair.
Man, that's the beauty of black barbers, man. You take a white guy into a black barber shop, man, he walk out and you look like, hey man, you got something in you. You got something in you now.
He got them tight curls.
It's like they put swag in the Clippers or something, man. It's like you just
Now I will say you can say what you want about Stetson Bennett, but that dude got swag. I saw that dripping.
The reason I was getting upset is because so many people are so busy talking about is he an NFL quarterback? And I'm like, hey man, can we just appreciate the fact that this dude probably is like the greatest college football player story ever?
Yeah, walk on and 2 national championships. I'm like,
yo, let's just let that be a great story, man.
Well,
like
at a second time in Georgia.
Yeah, let's let that be the story, man. Let's not worry if this 5'6", 35-year-old man can make it to the NFL, man.
He's only 5'11". No, he's short, dude.
Look,
even though he looks tall, he looks tall.
5'11" is not 5'6".
Nah, but he looks tall on TV. I thought he was like 6'2".
He doesn't look tall on TV.
He don't look anything like an NFL player on TV. And the thing is, I wouldn't bet against him. Like, you know what I'm saying? As much as I talk shit about him, would I be surprised if 4 or 5 years from now he's a okay NFL quarterback somewhere? No. But would I also not be surprised if he never has an NFL snap and he owns a whole bunch of car dealerships in Georgia and is a local hero for the rest of his life? Nope, because that sounds like a pretty good damn life too.
Yeah,
all I know, that nigga is a celebrity every time he crosses Georgia state line. Really, from whatever direction he comes, man. Like he is set for the rest of his life. So I don't care if he becomes an NFL quarterback. Like as much as people give shit about Tim Tebow being a bad NFL quarterback, Tim Tebow go to University of Florida or anywhere around there, that nigga a hero. He ain't never paying for food.
Nope.
I mean,
he's probably gonna have the same path as Herschel Walker did.
He's probably. I would say he's more popular than Herschel Walker now.
Say what?
He's probably more popular than Herschel Walker.
I'm just saying. I
Oh
mean,
no, he definitely is because they only held on to Herschel Walker because
They
he
won't
put
know
the
championships.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, it now that they got a clean cut white guy to do it too.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
yeah, he's the guy.
And then
He's UGA Jesus right now.
I mean, is he
UGA
wrong?
no,
Is he
he's not wrong.
Bro,
But-
Stetson Bennett can walk into any bar, establishment, restaurant, and women are buying him drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like all the people buying him drinks.
Somebody trying to have his baby.
Hey, he can go. He's the only one in a whorehouse don't have to pay.
And
Just
now
saying.
and now that Stetson Bennett got the hairline tight and everything,
Hey,
man, he probably going to he probably at the fraternity parties right now. He probably
not
So-
wrong.
tomorrow he probably gonna be at the Black Lives Matter rally at the University.
Jesus.
The Black Lives Matter.
But you know the best thing that could have happened other than after winning a national championship, Stetson Bennett? Brock Purdy. Literally. Because, man, he's going to get drafted maybe in the 6th round. Hell, he might have moved up a round or two because you got Brock Purdy out here looking like Superman in San Francisco. And it's just like,
Guy can spend it.
well,
Man.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for someone to create a narrative about him to knock him down a few pegs, which the narrative
Man.
probably won't be true.
Knock who
It's
down?
just like, Brock Purdy.
Here's the problem now. Here's your problem right now. The question is, let's just say San Francisco makes it to the NFC Championship and Brock Purdy balls out.
Mhm.
And they lose. They don't go to the Super Bowl. But he makes it to the NFC Championship. Your next question is, what about Trey? Do we keep Trey? Because Brock Purdy looks like the man right now.
Here's
Well,
the
they
thing.
invested a lot of money in Trey, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
here's the thing. There's only one recipe for having a black young quarterback without being a quarterback controversy. You got to make sure all his backup quarterbacks are black. And Brock Purdy ain't black. So they're going to have to get Trey up out of there. He gone.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like this basically said, yo, Jimmy G, deuces. Like,
Well, he
and-
was deuces
No,
anyway. He's not
here's
part
the
of
thing.
conversation.
Here's the thing. I think they would trade Trey and keep Jimmy G.
Really?
Because I don't think they'll-
Jimmy G's a free agent.
once again, I think they would be more willing to trade Trey to get some commodity back and try to sign Jimmy G for the cheap coming off injury again to back up Brock Purdy than to pay up like this was the Brock Purdy even looking competent at quarterback was the worst thing that happened to Trey. I mean, look, every time there has been a young black mobile quarterback, if he gets injured and the white backup just does halfway decent, it's the end of that black dude's career. That's why Baltimore Ravens are brilliant. Have you noticed that all Lamar Jackson's backup quarterbacks are black? They make sure there's no quarterback controversy there.
Well, they're not geniuses. If they're geniuses, they would already sign Lamar Jackson to a big deal by now.
I mean,
That guy's done.
I agree with that, but I mean, no one has made it a safer place for a black quarterback to thrive than Baltimore. They basically
You're
said,
right about that.
we're going to move all the white quarterbacks out of here. We're going to give you all black backup quarterbacks. We're going to make sure that there's no white fan base that can scream loud enough for the backup quarterback.
You're not wrong. I noticed it the first time I saw Huntley. I was like, they just got a lower level Lamar Jackson. They're the same people, except one is better at Lamar Jackson than the other.
And look at the dude who's starting tonight,
Yeah, exactly.
3rd string.
I'm just saying.
But
Actually,
you know what?
Huntley's playing now.
Oh, Huntley is playing today?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
game time to say he's playing.
But you know, worse, and here's the worst thing, right? What this does is Lamar wants a whole bunch of money guaranteed. The problem now is he might not get it.
I
But
don't think so. I think somebody will give it to him.
He going to get it from somebody.
He just
I
not
mean,
getting it from them.
Look, man, this gonna sound like a cynical, cold-hearted thing to say. The problem is he didn't commit enough sexual assault. Because if he'd have committed some more sexual assault, he'd have $300 million guaranteed right now. He's been too good of a citizen. He's been too good of a citizen. He wears colorful Oakleys on the sideline. He's not giving the people what they want. you got to have some sexual misconduct in your history, and that's how people can get guaranteed contracts. Am I the only one that seems to be thinking that? Like, this is sarcasm, but I just think it's ironic that Deshaun Watson can get guaranteed money, but a former MVP who's still been balling out can't get guaranteed money.
I mean, we all know that Cleveland was desperate, and that was the only way they would get.
Hold on, Ruben. Cleveland won't the only one offering that though.
Yeah, it was a few.
But they were just Cleveland.
But they weren't offering the full guarantee. No, that's why he went to Cleveland. Because why didn't he go to Atlanta if they would have offered it?
Because they weren't offering the structured contract the way Cleveland was, which was he only got $1 million this year.
Yeah, because the motherfuckers are desperate.
But once again, the fact that he had multiple people trying to pay him hundreds of millions guaranteed, and then Lamar Jackson, who all he's done is be an MVP and not gotten any trouble outside the field and
keep the entire team afloat.
Yeah,
when they really sucked.
Hey,
I mean, without Lamar Jackson, the Ravens were average at best.
I agree. I mean, it's just you in the grand scheme of things, it's just hard to gauge the amount of stupidity between some people. And Cleveland probably, they got the man they wanted. That was just the dumbest shit ever. I mean, we all know that. And he would be a fool if he didn't take it. Because he got $230 million regardless if he play another second in the NFL.
It's cool though. My Ravens just took the lead though, so we in there.
Yeah, okay. That's right. He's a Ravens fan now.
No, I am a Ravens supporter. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying I'm not gonna disrespect all the Ravens fans that's been there since day one. I'm on a trial period right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm testing the waters.
I just figured after the Raiders broke your heart, you would want to be on nobody's narcotic at all.
That's why I said, man, I'm just testing the market. I'm on the trial period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not locked into any membership. I am going to check my credit card in 30 days, make sure they're not still taking that payment out.
Well, before we move on, the last thing I'd like to say is prayers go out to Georgia right now, because I don't know if you've heard, Moby.
Yeah.
There was a car accident and one of the offensive linemen did pass away and the other one is in the hospital. So, sorry for their loss, and prayers for the other one, to get back in. At least, be able to live. Just live. So
I did not know that. When did this happen?
Today. So, wow. Sad to hear that. But we're gonna move on. Now, question of the week. So, why do people try so hard to add persons of color into entertainment? And I use the example, like Moby said a couple weeks ago, about black people in the prequel for The Hobbits. And then I watched that horrible ass Velma show on HBO Max. That's one, getting killed, and two, I understand why it's getting killed, because it's terrible. And I guess my thing was, look, it's supposed to be a prequel, number one. But how you gonna make something a prequel and the chick's a different color? Not just like she got a tan. She is not white. And, I get the changing of the other stuff. I mean, so basically, I wanted to ask that because I don't understand the point. Like, if I was people who own Scooby-Doo, I'd be pissed. Like, I wouldn't have let this shit see air. First of all, and it's because it's terrible. But I mean, it's like Mindy Kaling's running it, and I mean, whatever. Some people like her, some people don't. I'm not a fan. She was on The Office, and she wasn't funny on The Office. And God knows how you not funny on The Office. Like, I didn't watch it, but every time I watch the episode, like, everybody's funny on The Office, except for her. I thought her character was terrible. But beside the point, that show is horrible. That show is very bad. And I get the point. It's a lot of, you're showing stereotypes and stuff like it's obvious, blah, blah, blah. It's a horrible ass show. It's not good. But I wanted to talk about it because I think after Moby talked about it about a month or so ago, I started to notice that, especially in prequels. Like why? Oh, we were there before. We ain't there now though. Like, what, they just kill all the black people or the non-white people. So, what are you thinking, AG? Talk to me.
Well, there's two things for me. The first thing is it's a bottom line issue, meaning that everything that's happened in the last 5 years, especially, or since Trump has ran and won the presidency and, participated in the government like he did, the way he did in particular. If you don't take classic white people characters, and again, my opinion, not to say again, but I just want to let people know my opinion about characters that are already in existence, just keep them what they are. However, when you have been white across the board, and then you look around and it's like, well, if I keep making these white characters, something is going to happen that I don't like to my bottom line. So I need to add color to everything I do going forward. So now it's a less possibility that I get backlash that I'm a racist as an entity, as a person, what have you. So this, that's a bottom line type of thing. So those two things right there is just like, you got all this history and all this baggage of being lily white in everything that you do. Then you have a period of time in history that makes you uncomfortable because people are looking at you and judging you in such great number that it affects your whiteness and your comfort in being white. So you allow brown people and black people to take traditional characters that are already white, been white, gonna be white, and make them brown. Kind of like the Spider-Man thing. So in the Spider-Man universe, you have a black Spider-Man. That's why because everybody wants to be represented. The reason why everybody wants to be represented is because they spent hundreds of years not being represented. So to keep that money coming in, mainstream white Jewish movie producers and studio owners are making sure that they fit a certain mold, or at least have an entryway for black and brown to exist. So that's why you're seeing this. Well, in my opinion, that's why you're seeing this.
Yeah, I guess my thing is like, and this is what frustrates me. It's not the fact that what frustrates me is on certain things, like for this whole Scooby-Doo Velma shit. So Velma's a brown person. Mm-hmm. I don't remember exactly what she is. Shaggy's black.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Daphne is Asian American.
Okay.
Fred is white. I mean, but he's like dumb. Like dumb. So he's not even smart enough to do, traps and shit, which I'm kind of like, I get your point, but whatever. Like, I don't have it. My thing is, what bothers me more is, why can't we just come up with new shit? Like, how about if you want a black person that bad in Scooby-Doo, add a black person to the crew. You don't gotta change everything. And like, I just think I think it's just like, I think that's trying too hard when you do all that changing around and then you want to call it a prequel.
That's what happens. I'm telling you, man, that's what happens.
But that's dumb. I just think it's dumb.
I didn't say it wasn't dumb. I'm giving you a possible reason why it's happening. There's a difference. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just letting you know that when you have ruled the world a certain way, and now that kingdom that you've built is being turned around on you, and the filter makes you look ugly. I mean, why do you think Prince Harry got so much swag and drip? Because he doesn't represent the nastiness that his family represents. He effed around and married a black woman, no matter how light-skinned she is. He said, F you and your money. I don't need you because I'm gonna stay married to this black woman. Run around, have little swirly babies. And it's a direct, it's an antithesis of what the rest of his family represents. And it's because they've been doing it for thousands of years. And then you have a point in time where it's not popular anymore and people look at you in a different way. So it's just like he out there telling everybody's business, and these people racist. We already knew they were racist, but he has substantiated it in a way in which you can't deny it. And so everybody is scrambling to make themselves look like they're not racist, which they've always been and they still are. I understand the expression is stupid because, yeah, make different characters, venture capital, black studios, Tyler Perry, make some more stuff, whatever you want to do. But all I'm saying is it's happening because our country, our world has been lily white, dominated by lily white for thousands. I mean, from day one, it feels like. And so right this minute, it's not that cool to dominate and you be white. Why do you think white people run around feeling so uncomfortable? I mean, you can call a white person anything you want to, but a racist is not one of them.
I guess the thing is, if we're going to do that, at least make it good.
It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be there.
I understand it doesn't have to be good. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ruben, do you want people to answer the question or do you want people to agree with you? Because it seems like you just wanted to spend this time to talk about how much you hate the show, and you just tried to make it around the issue of color. Like, you hate Velma. The end.
What? No, but it's not just about that. I mean,
but that's what it feels like. Because every time AG says something, you keep coming back to the fact that you don't think it's good. Well, I mean, so if it was good, would you have thought about this question? If you was like, man, this shit is the greatest thing ever, I don't even care the fact that they have all these random minority colors now.
Yeah, I would have. Because I think part of it is interesting because I feel like that we shouldn't have to do that.
Oh, okay. Now, Ruben, I'm going to push back a bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to compare you to all of the white Disney fans who pearl clutched every time they change a Disney color from white to black. Like, essentially, you didn't have a problem with that, but now you had a problem with this. Because we celebrated when we talked, well, I celebrated it. Everybody high-fived in with me when I was like, I can't wait to see these white folk pearl clutch when they see a black Little Mermaid, or when we had a gay black and everybody was high-fiving. But now that you're like, oh, they got us to show, you're like, well, this character was white and it's a prequel and they're black. I'm like, yeah, the Disney people said the exact same thing you're saying.
Well, I would say, first of all, I would say this. As far as The Little Mermaid goes, jury's still out. We haven't seen it. So, I mean, jury's still out.
So what I'm saying is you're making it sound like it matters if it's good or not. Because that was my original point. It seems like you're really more upset with the fact that it's not good than the fact that they've changed the color.
I'm just saying, if we're going to do that, we need to make it good. Yeah. Because we shouldn't make it horrible.
Why does it fucking matter?
I don't think we should do it at all. But if we're going to do it, we got to do it so it's good.
When you put that statement at the end, if we're going to do it, we got to do it good. You're totally you're minimizing the first part of the statement and making it seem as if like you really don't have a problem with the fact that they changed the race. You really just have a problem with the fact that it sucks. And you know what my problem is? I just hate prequels. I just feel like at some point in time we got to think of new shit to do instead of always doing a prequel. But that's a whole different question. That was the question. So as far as me having a problem with what they did, no, not really. Because honestly, when you do a remake of anything, I'm a comic book fan, same as you.
Yeah.
You know, in comic books, they redo stories all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes they completely change the story. And sometimes they try to stay true to it. Now, just because you try to stay true to it doesn't mean it's any good. And sometimes when you change everything, it doesn't mean it's bad. Sometimes that shit comes out being great.
Yep.
So honestly, I don't have a problem with what they did in Velma. I haven't seen it, but I don't have a problem with it. Just like I don't have a problem when they change it and all the Disney stuff. My thing is, at some point in time, can we just think of a new idea? That's my whole thing. But that's, once again, that's not answering the question. So to answer the question is, I don't have any problem with them doing it. Or why do I think they do it? Because they're trying to chase inclusion. Instead of actually having inclusion, we try to chase the illusion of inclusion.
Yep.
So like when we all of a sudden we had black hobbits, and I was like, damn, so did they eliminate all the black hobbits by the time Lord of the Rings came around? That was me being a cynic, but at the same time, that is what I really thought. It was like, don't substitute us in now, because it doesn't make sense to substitute us in now. Especially if you're saying that this is a true story to it. Like, you're not trying to say, oh, this is a reboot. This is a true story.
You're changing the history. This is a history. This happened before this.
Honestly, we don't know they're changing the history in the Lord of the Rings, in the Rings of Power thing. Because my thing is, I guess they're just gonna have to explain where all the black ones went.
Which they probably won't.
No, of course they won't. But I mean, at least, but they have time to. So I'm not gonna assume they're not. Maybe enough black people like me was like, hey, you know what doesn't make sense? Y'all had black elves and black hobbits in the prequel. By the time Lord of the Rings and Hobbit came around, all them niggas was dead. So maybe they'll be like, hey, there's something, something happened to all of them of color. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Sauron was like, you know what? I just turned all the, the black ones into orcs. And that's why we have all different types of orcs. Like, I don't know. Some nerd will explain some cool way. And then some nerd will basically just be like, it's just, why are you being so deep into it? And, whatever. And part of me wants to say that to you about this Velma thing. It's like, why are you reading so much into it? If the show sucks, you just don't like the show. I'm sorry you don't like the show.
Mm-hmm.
Black Morticia Addams loves it.
She just said she liked it. But I don't know.
And I'm not trying to steal her joy if she likes the show, because I ain't seen it.
Don't. Trust me. It's not worth it.
No, I don't trust your taste. I'm just saying, I don't trust your taste and stuff all the time, man. Like sometimes we are in agreement on things, and sometimes we're not.
I mean,
dog, you spent an hour trying to convince me that Judge Dredd was good, man.
You did?
I did.
No, Demolition Man. And I was like, nah, man, it's not.
Yeah, I like Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. You're just not going to convince me it's good.
I was like, Judge Dredd. No, that was trash.
That was Terry.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So, Mo B got some Hey Ladies for us. Nope, that's not you. That'd be AG.
I mean, I can.
What? I think the whole show has ruined his flow.
I mean,
I can pull some out of my fresh butt crack. We may, if you want me to. I can pull it out.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think my fresh balls have just gotten my sports.
I mean,
you don't know whose name and who's doing what anymore.
I mean, I think it's a fair assessment. This is probably the first time we had an extensive discussion of how balls smell. And how you
talk about how they smell, or did we just establish that?
Well, actually, the idea that we're talking about, what I was talking about, lets you know how they really smell.
Yeah, I mean, you did say it was Chernobyl.
It really was, man. It's not inhabitable.
Which, to be honest with you, man, that was really brave in you. So,
just saying, it's gotta be open, man. Anything for the show.
All right. Okay. All right. Hey, ladies. AG.
Hey, ladies is. I just want to know, sometimes I feel like when I see stuff that you have to pay child support before you get somebody pregnant. This is my meaning. I keep seeing this TikTok video of this dude, and I'm sure somebody staged it, but it begs to be questioned. So these two people are out to dinner. Basically, the woman gets mad at the dude because he's not buying extra food for her kids. Now, to be clear, the kids in question don't belong to him. But he's out on a date with this woman, which has kids already. So
are the kids present?
No.
Okay.
This is all doggy bag food for her to take home to her kids, and she's extremely upset. Questions his manhood, all the things that women do when they don't get their way to a dude. But my thing was, I was still stuck at the beginning of the video, like, these aren't his kids. This is like a first date. Why does he have to buy extra food for your 4 kids?
4.
Yeah, she had 4 kids. Based on the video, I think she said 4, 3 or 4.
Wow.
AG,
Hmm?
because she's worth it.
No.
Look, man. Look, I'm just telling you what they've been, programming me to think.
Yeah, okay. I've been programmed to do a lot of things. Like, if I didn't hit it, then you're not getting jack from me. How about that?
I mean,
Am I allowed to say that?
First of all,
No,
man,
I'm not allowed to say that. But you can ask me to get 5 extra meals for your 4 kids that I've never met. Creepy.
And I'm assuming they weren't at McDonald's.
No, they were at,
Okay.
dude. I think they were at like a Red Lobster level type restaurant.
Hold on. She trying to get cheddar biscuits for the fam.
Yes,
This nigga ain't even hit it yet, and she want cheddar biscuits for the fam.
that's exactly my point. That's exactly my point.
he might be scared
it's
to hit
his
it.
job, based on what she said. It's his job to take her to dinner and then buy 5 extra meals for her, or 4 extra meals for her kids, and they're not his kids. So my question to y'all is, I mean, I've experienced something like this before. It's a certain ilk of woman that would do that, but I'm saying to you, how does she figure that he owes her this? I'm asking.
Hey, this is why I don't ever need to have money.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Because my petty would just be outlandish, because I would buy 5 extra meals and be like, all right, and walk out with them. She'd be like, where you going? I'm buying these for the more appreciative hoes that I got on my roster.
Oh my roster. But I mean, Ruben, is he wrong?
That's awesome.
I mean, man, these women out here think we owe them everything.
And I might be like,
for
how you
nothing.
How you getting home?
How you getting home? Uber.
I mean, so first of all, like, yeah, man, like, yeah, we could never have that. I could never have that discussion with someone because it wouldn't be a discussion. She'd say that, and I'd probably just get up and walk out.
Would you?
Yeah, I would. And I'll be honest with you,
Because
man.
we're hardwired to put up with these kind of things.
No.
No. There limits. There limits.
Some people are hardwired to put up with that shit.
Actually, no, because I can appreciate if the dude didn't like make a scene about it, even though as she's like challenging his manhood and everything. Because I probably wouldn't make a scene either. I would just be like, I mean, you putting on this show and your kid's still finna be hungry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, it would have been very simple.
and matter of fact, I hope you got your half of this meal too. Because separate checks.
Separate checks. That's what I was gonna say.
And how you getting home again?
That's
Text
where
me to
I
make
would
sure
go.
you got home all right. Because even though I don't want to fuck with you no more, I still want to make sure you're okay because I'm a decent person.
Because what I probably would have done, I probably would have asked for my check. If the food hadn't gotten there, I'd have been like, I'd like that food to go. Let me know when you have the check. I'll come to you. Left her ass sitting there, and I don't know how she's getting home. Because, first of all, that's not the move. Ever. It's not the move. And if I can't speak for any other male, but if I know she got 4 kids, I mean, I would probably double that shit anyway. Because that means she's fertile. I ain't got time for that unless I'm trying to get one. But then she has that. I don't want none of that. I don't want to be involved with that.
But see, you're not allowed. And see,
Who's not allowed?
Wait a minute. Let me get this out. The narrative is you're not allowed to judge a woman that's got kids. Now, we get judged all the time on any number of things, but I can't look at a woman and publicly say, girl, you got kids. I don't like you.
But
I'm
see,
just saying.
and you know what, AG? And that's where we're different.
No. He's not saying he agrees with that. He's just saying that that's the socially accepted norm.
Yeah, and that's great for those people who follow that shit. Because clearly I don't, because I'm single. Because if I followed that shit, I'd probably have somebody by now because I would put up with that whatever was in my face. Nah, man. And I've put up with shit in my face before, so I'm damn sure not about to do that a second time. I'm pretty good about not doing that multiple times. You get me once, all right. Second time, nah, bitch. All right, it's not happening. So like, yeah,
He should have
man.
said yes to her. He should have been like, "Yeah, order what they want. I'll be right back," and he should have just left.
That's awesome.
I'll be
cold.
back.
That's cold.
He'd be like, "Hey, oh, shoot, you got 4 of them? Cool. Just order what you want. I'm about to go take a piss. But yeah, hey, waiter. Hey, whatever. She wants to get something to go. I'll be back. I
Yeah.
might tell you."
Because you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that chick that the dude took out to dinner, and then she was mad that he didn't pay for her friends.
Yeah, kind of the same thing.
What I mean,
Sort of.
what are we all straight? I mean, I'm hitting everything because that would be awesome. Number one.
One thing I'm saying is just like I just don't. I mean, for me, I don't understand it because you're putting up demands, and it's like I can't. It's creepy
They're
and
not called
disrespectful.
demands when women do it, AG. They're called standards.
He's right about that.
I was educated on that, so they're not called demands. They're called
Well,
standards.
look, man, if I can't ask for the booty, then certainly you shouldn't be asking me to pay for some kids that aren't mine. Just saying.
I mean,
At some point, something's got to give. Either I should be able to look at you just like a woman. I was talking to Lauren about this the other day. It's okay for a woman not to marry you or date you because you're sterile if she has to make a choice. But it's not okay for me to look at you and go, "You're barren. I don't like you. You can't do nothing. What can you do for me?" See, they sound different, but they're the same thing. Being barren and being sterile are the same thing. You can't have no kids, but I'm not allowed to say it to you. Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, and that's a cool thing, right? That's a cool thing because I feel honest by making this statement that us three here, for the most part, I think there's some things that we follow. We don't really follow through society guidelines like that pretty well. And I don't think I could. Yeah, because my hope is I would be good enough character to not pick someone like that. But if I did mess up and I picked a young lady like that, and she had the cojones enough to talk about me getting some food for her kids that I got to pay for. Now, if she said, "Let's stop at McDonald's and I got to get my kids some food," that's one thing.
Why is
I
it
ain't
one
paying
thing?
for
Why
that.
does it matter?
Because I ain't paying for that shit.
Okay.
But if I
That's
got to
easy.
pay for it, nah, player, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And, my hope is in life that I have enough intelligence to know who's crazy, who's not. But hey, we all fail sometime. We all take that L. But it's all about how big of an L you gonna take.
You see, and as much as I get called probably the woman basher up here, I'm gonna kind of back off that. Like I'm not gonna diss any woman for that line of thinking. I'm simply gonna say I ain't contributing to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's your belief, if you feel like your vagina somehow has some magic shit that's supposed to make me bend to your will at all times, look, I can't be mad at you because everything around you has been telling you that you're worth it and you deserve this. Because I mean, let's be honest, that's usually the narrative we hear. Like,
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be mad at her. I'm not even going to like, as much as I joked about doing the petty stuff, I don't have enough money to do that type of petty, so I won't. But I wouldn't even be petty. To me, it'd just be like, all right, like, you're going to have to be mad at me on this ride home because I'm not giving your kids no food. And we probably ain't going to talk no more. And best of luck to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hope you find what you're looking for. The first 4 times didn't work, so maybe the 5th time's the charm.
I mean, but here's the funny part about that, Moby. The question is, do you think that she would change her thought process enough to even get in your car? And I don't think so.
I mean, first of all, like I'm pretty sure old boy didn't see any signs or traces that he was about to get berated about this before dinner. This is probably a first date, so he's probably like, all right, you know what I'm saying, take her to a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, get some conversation out the way, maybe, maybe link up for another date, see where things go. And then she dropped him with this, so he's like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work for me. Yeah, I still probably would have gave her a ride home unless she tried to make it like a public spectacle of it. Like
Of course
she,
she did.
oh,
Because towards the end of the video, because basically she wouldn't let the waiter leave.
once you start making a public spectacle of it, like I'm gonna get out there.
This was important, man. I mean, she was really like trying to spend this dude's money. I'm like,
I straight up would have told the waiter, hey, can you go get that check, and then you can come back and get whatever she wants to order for herself, because I'm out of here.
You see, I probably wouldn't have waited for the check. I probably would have gotten up with the waiter or waitress. Yeah, can we go ahead and get that check? I'll come to you. I probably would have walked them to the computer. That way, I can just remove myself from the situation. Have a great evening. All right, let's go. Because what's not gonna happen is I'm not gonna dine and dash. That shit's unprofessional. And they got cameras out everywhere, so your ass getting caught. But what I am gonna do is, sorry this ain't work out. Have a good night.
No, once she starts making a scene, I'm not gonna talk to her no more. Like,
yeah, I mean, she'll be there.
I don't add fuel to the fire, because I found that my calm demeanor in situations in which people are acting irate seems to instigate situations even more. So I just need to not say anything.
Yeah, but I would just, hey, can we just go ahead and we'll take care of the tab, at your device.
But I don't know, man. I feel like that lady is a bad example. Like I hope that I don't feel like that's the norm. Like even if a lot of women want that to be the norm, even if a lot of women hope for that to be the norm, I don't feel like a lot of women would down that hill in a public spectacle. I know there's some that will, but I don't think that represents the majority. But look, I ain't out here in these streets, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm out here in these streets, but I ain't gonna be out in that street. Hell no. Hell to no.
I just wanted to ask, because when I saw it, I was like, I just feel like being a queen has been perverted for a long time. And this is the worst perversion I've ever seen. So I was just like, okay. Because I just can't. I just can't do it.
I think it's interesting that you use that term.
I wonder if that's why one of the kids' fathers, or all the I ain't gonna assume that she got 4 different baby dads. I'm wondering if the other niggas just didn't have enough money. Like, look, I can't support this type of lifestyle.
Well, I'm just saying, because that takes me back to the other TikTok video where the baby daddy was trying to bring his kids some food, and the mom got pissed off that he didn't bring food for all of her kids, took his McDonald's and threw it in the street. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's what we're doing. Again, this stuff might be staged, but it begs to be questioned. But anyway, that's the hey ladies. I just wonder sometimes if your value is overvalued. I mean, to the point to where you disrespecting people, but to you it's not disrespect at all. It's like what you owe me, but I didn't know we was hoes now. So
I mean, look, man, prostitution has been the way of dating for a long time, man.
No, but he's serious. It's like,
yeah, and I'm not even saying that in no disrespectful stuff, man. Like, it's just the way music talks about it, the way people on social media talk about it, like
what you see on TV.
Pussy is for sale, and basically there's no way that a male should ever expect sex without a transactional arrangement. Like I saw somebody said, like, hey, a dude can't be an alpha male if he ain't got money. And I was like, what do the two have to do with each other?
Nowadays, everything.
I mean, yeah, I know that nowadays, but what I was thinking, I was just like, what does the two have to do with each other?
For some people, you are correct.
But I'm like, I get the spirit of what she's saying. I guess she's saying no dude that ain't got money can tell me what to do. But like the traverse of that is, if a nigga got enough money, he can tell you what the fuck to do.
Exactly.
It's like, yo, you got to be careful with what you're saying, because basically you saying, oh, if a nigga got enough money, he can buy me.
Well, that's always from day one.
Well, yeah, I mean, the new standard right now is conditional love, and the conditions are finances.
Well,
Can
as
you
long as-
pay my bills? You pay
well,
my
hasn't that,
automobile.
I mean, Babyface really expressed this in the best way possible.
No,
I'll pay your rent.
we not gonna do the Babyface
Why
thing because
not?
because Babyface was just the R&B Tyler Perry. All he was doing whatever black women wanted to hear. I don't believe Babyface believes any of his own damn lyrics. He was just in there going, "This is what the hoes want to hear. Girl, I'll never keep a secret. Girl, I never tell a lie."
Ask his wife about that.
Yeah, I know, right?
And just like Tyler Perry, like I don't believe Tyler Perry really agree with some of the stuff in his movies. I think he's
You
just
sure
like,
about
man,
that?
yeah, actually, I feel like if you caught Tyler Perry and we was just some dudes hanging out talking, Tyler Perry's tone. Now he might believe in the overall messages of his movie, but his depiction of the characters and the black men in his movie, nah, he'd be
He
like, look,
likes them all.
First
yes,
of all, hold
you
on,
know
man.
why? Because he knows his audience.
Yeah,
AJ.
women gonna watch
He
that
is
shit.
a
Right.
genius.
You're right.
That's what I'm
You're right
saying.
about
I
that.
feel like if you
You're right.
caught him and we was just around having some drinks, somebody lit a cigar, there was no cameras, no microphone, Tyler Perry felt comfortable, he'd be like, "Yeah, man, I just be out here giving these hoes the characters they think they exist anyway." You know what I'm saying? Just be trying to find a street dealer, sell drugs. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Beat
I
up
mean-
all the women, but loyal to you. Redemption stories. Hoes love redemption stories.
Because I can't believe it. Like if he believed what happened at the end of Why Did I Get Married to be some shit that should happen, then me and him gonna have problems, man. Because man, she said,
Hey
that-
man, she deserves to be happy.
man,
And that's
man,
what he knew his
yo,
audience was thinking.
oh
He
my
was like,
God.
my audience wants Janet to be happy.
nah.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
you're right.
was
My audience-
rewarded for that by getting the rock in the end.
My audience don't give a damn about Janet's bad behavior.
Yep.
They just want to see a black woman be rewarded for bad behavior.
Because his audience is black women.
It ain't all his audience, because there be some dudes that be watching it too, because
Man,
they with their woman.
Man, that's not his audience. That's called
Hey,
chapters.
hey, he getting their money too.
I mean, look,
That dude bought 2 movie tickets, so
Not wrong.
I mean that's true. I mean, I was forced to go see Titanic. So
I'm just
Not
saying,
America.
you ain't never seen no group of fellas be like, "Yo, man, Friday, man, let's go see that Tyler Perry movie."
hell no,
Not ever.
not ever in this world.
Not unless they sing about Patti LaBelle's pies. Those guys might go.
Yeah, those guys do go.
Just saying.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, AG.
Yes, sir.
Moby, what you got for us?
I ain't got nothing, man. Let's get out of here. It's like an hour or 10 minutes in the show, man. Let's get out. Man, we done talked about Lumet. We done talked about, look, man, we done already hit all the hard hitting issues, man. Y'all need to hear about my wreck stories.
I don't know. You got to do it.
I mean, look, I had a wreck story. I mean, I don't know if it's as good as talking about Sweaty Balls or Lumet, the official sponsor.
I hate you so much.
It's so funny. I can't believe you had it too. It's like it was meant to be, bro.
God, y'all,
Man, I
too,
keep-
man.
What's that Red's hot sauce, man? I put that shit on everything.
Oh,
Lumet, I put that shit on everything.
Exactly. Oh my god.
y'all awful.
Are we?
Yes, yes, yes.
Dude, if it wasn't for me talking like that, man, this show would have been something else, bro.
Man, I'm just saying.
Priceless
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, you talked about it, and this fool just happened to have a damn bottle.
Oh my god. It was just
That
I
shit
hate
on
the
everything. man.
serendipitous. Oh my goodness.
I,
Serendipity.
I hate both of you
can't
sometimes,
stand
man. It's like
Can't
y'all be
stand it.
planning this shit.
No, man, I ain't have nothing, man. I was gonna talk about my today's rec story, like the rec weekly update.
Y'all
So,
win?
yeah, man, yeah, we won.
Now, this is basketball now, right?
Yeah, it's basketball. We won.
Okay.
That's it.
Girls basketball, they won. They won.
They won. That's the update.
I mean, look, the update is, man, like we gotta do something about these rec referees, man. I thought the parents were the problem, man. These rec referees ain't hitting on nothing either, man. And
They ain't call it. Ain't
No,
going
man, it ain't that. So we had this new hardcore referee who I guess was trying to audition for the NBA.
He was auditioning.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to audition for the NBA because
Oh,
the
shit.
NBA referees be up in their feelings and taking everything personal. So that's what he was doing too. So, they called 3 seconds on the girls both ways. And the other coach got mad. It's like, y'all calling 3 seconds? We ain't called 3 seconds all year. And my response was, hey, they gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? And they called one on us too. So I'm like, hey, they gotta learn. 3 seconds is 3 seconds. Get about the paint. And the ref was like, okay, so we're not calling it. So the female referee comes over there. Yeah, we call it, but we try to give him a warning, talk to him at first. Cool, whatever. So then, there's a lot of traveling happening.
Oh, duh.
See, you say duh, but different games with different girls' teams, it's different. Our team doesn't travel a lot. They do it. And the thing is, we don't care if they call it, because in practice, we'd be like, yo, that's travel, turnover. You know what I'm saying? But so the other team basically didn't believe in dribbling.
Wait a minute, didn't believe in dribbling.
Yeah, they didn't understand the rules of dribbling. So our
this happened?
Our real head coach, because I'm just a practice coach. She goes, hey, like if you're gonna call travel, because they call travel on us, she was like, if you're gonna call travel, can you at least call it both ways? And he looks at her, and I guess he got up in his feelings. He was like, oh, now you're complaining. I got you. I'll make sure I call them all.
Wow. Is this
on us? He called them all on us.
Ouch.
He didn't call a single travel on them. And then he basically decided, you know what? I don't believe in foul calls either. So we were up by like almost 20. And once the other team realized that they didn't have to dribble,
he's running around with the ball,
and that nobody was going to call a foul on them, basically it was a street fight almost. and the problem was they have a whole bunch of little white girls, and we had, we have a couple of taller, more physically imposing females on our team. And one time, our guard, who's our leading scorer, who's also one of the youngest players on our team, the girl was fouling her all the way up down the court, dribbling. She was dribbling. The girl was literally just slapping her, hitting her arm, and she just came to a stop, and her shoulder went right through the white girl, like just straight ran her over. Now, she wasn't even moving anymore. She just stopped, and the white girl kept coming towards her and fell down. So they called an offensive foul on her, and I was just going, okay. You do realize she's just like 40 pounds heavier. She was at a complete stop, and the white girl ran into her. That's an offensive foul?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was up in his feelings, and I kept trying to tell our coach, like, hey, referees are people too. And she was like, what does that mean? And I'm like, some people suck. That's what it is. Referees are people too, and all people ain't good people.
Oh my God.
Is he wrong?
Yeah, and then the next game, we stayed and watched the next game, and he got up in one coach's face. The coach had said something, and he like walked up in his face, and I'm just like, yep, that's why. See, and this, I'm not gonna call him a coon and ass referee. I'm not, because I gotta be
not
more
directly.
Creative. No, I gotta be more creative. This overzealous, super ambitious, bitch ass referee felt really comfortable in the environment. We're way out in Chesterfield, where Cosby High School, a lot of white people there. We're a Chesterfield organization. Because I'm thinking to myself, any grown ass man come in my face the way he came in that coach's face, might be some fisticuffs, might be a brouhaha. We some furniture might move.
Oh, stop for a second.
Some furniture might move.
I'm gonna ask this question. I know it sounds crazy, but I need to ask this question. This is rec league, right?
Yeah.
I already asked the question, and yes.
Right. 12 and under girls basketball. Right.
This ain't college intramural frat league.
Even if it was.
Once again, man,
Nah, it's different. That's different. That's
It's
different
it's always fun times in the rec league, man. Like between the
always one time.
between the parents and between the parents or referees or coaches, it's telling me about their expertise on racism, or parents basically telling me how we can't coach because their 5'0" non-talented kid isn't doing well. I made a joke with my wife because she was like, "Oh, these parents are getting unruly," and I'm like, "You know what? You've never heard a parent in a basketball game stands ever say? Pass." They always are yelling for their kid to shoot. Ain't nobody ever yelling for nobody to pass. That tells me all I need to know about my audience, so I don't really engage with them.
Not wrong.
But yeah, we won the game. I mean, got a lot of bruises, and I'm glad we have very non-combative young ladies on our team, because I don't know at that age what I have dealt with the fouling and the elbowing and the constant slapping with the level of maturity and grace that they handled it with. I mean, they basically just came to the bench and bitched to us about it, and then which I had to try to be the responsible adult and be like, "Hey, don't worry about what the ref's doing, just keep playing." When really I was going, I mean, if you elbow her back, I'm just saying, like,
that's just a foul.
you break a chick nose. I mean, she learned a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to keep slapping me. I
You
throw
don't
this
want the
elbow
kids to
one
go to
time.
juvie, man.
I mean, no, that's just a foul. Just a foul.
That's how it is in soccer, bro.
I mean, the worst thing is what, you get kicked out of the game. I mean, you know what? We'll pay you fine.
Sure enough.
Ain't no fun.
Sure enough.
Ah, hilarious. Thanks, sir. Time Adventures in Rec League girls basketball. Jeez. All right. So, AG, what's on your mind, bro?
What's on my mind is if you are black or brown, especially black, if you are a woman or if you are a strapping black man, you have to advocate for yourself if there's something wrong with you medically. Mainstream medicine, doctors, nurses, some of them just won't handle you well or sometimes at all. If you know you're hurting, you know your body better than anybody, you're going to have to advocate for yourself. Sometimes that'll mean getting a new doctor if you can, whatever it is. And I hate to say stuff like just move, find a new doctor, find a new hospital, because everybody can't traverse the world the way in which I'm asking you to. I just want to put that out there. However, the bottom line is black and brown people get treated worse than veterinarians treat animals. And if there's something wrong with you, you're liable to get gaslit. And you need to advocate for yourself until somebody pays attention, because it can cost you your life. So I just want to let y'all know again that all things are not created equal, and everybody doesn't get the same service, even though you're paying the same money. And in this country, with the narrative being, if you don't have insurance, there's something wrong with you and you're lazy and you're worthless, they treat you and judge you the same way in a hospital, because we're talking about the same people. So just putting it out there, folks. Take care of yourselves. Just go to as many places as you can until you find out that there's somebody there that actually cares about how you're feeling. So just take care of yourselves. So that's all I got.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
sir. In the words of Jazz the Autobot, make sure you get your ass checked, Turkey. So,
Really. But yeah, you need to get your ass checked.
Mo B, what's on your mind?
72-hour odor control by Lou May.
Hey, yo, I love it.
I don't, because we're not getting paid for this shit. Like, come on, man. If we're gonna do this, we gotta get paid for it. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, working our way to sponsorship, man. Working our way to it.
Hey, that's Ruben's job. You take care of it, bro.
Hey, he ain't on
Take
his
care of
job. We've been doing this a long time, and I ain't seen a check yet.
Exactly.
Me either. I see a lot of bills there. That's what I'm
Mm.
saying. If we're gonna sponsor this shit, we need to get it sponsored.
Get on your job, man, because we advocating.
I see.
Appreciate
but
you, W Brown 81.
actually, what's on my mind is it's very similar to what AG was talking about, man. But like like we have I hate saying it because white people say it and hijack it so much, but we do have a mental health crisis in our country. Like it's way deeper than most people think, and I know our culture seems to be the most resistant to the idea of seeking help and counsel for mental health issues. We look at it as you got to be able to just deal with shit, just deal with it. Everybody going through something, but truly, you never know what people are going through, man. And like, I'm not trying to do the cheesy after school commercials with saying, do the mental health check-ins on your friends. But you know what? Sometimes it's all right to really just do a mental health check-in with your peoples, man. Just ask them if they're all right. And we need to stop being so offended by somebody asking us how we feel. Because I know it can get annoying to constantly ask somebody how they feel and them not give you a response and something's wrong. But I challenge you to stop being so offended by their silence and start being more proactive to that one time that they might actually talk. Because the one time that they talk could be, enough to keep them going. So yeah, man, do mental health check-ins, man. You never know what people are going through, and it is to annoy your peoples to make sure they're doing all right.
Awesome.
Truth.
Thank you, sir. What's on my mind is tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And by the time this gets on the podcast, it would have been days after. But for those of you,
So we in the future and in the past.
that's right. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
We are completely existential on this show,
We hit you coming and going. That's what I'm talking about.
just like Lumet.
Oh, God. Jesus. So, tweeted a clip or no, not tweet a clip of that. So, but nah, man, I just want to basically say, hey, look, tomorrow's not just for black people; it's for every people. Stop it, Moby. Nobody wants to. I won't cut you off. No, but seriously, tomorrow's for everyone, and it's not. A lot of people are like, well, it's for black people. No, it's for everyone because Martin Luther King Jr. did what he did, not just for black people, but for every people. And, if you have a day off tomorrow because of it, take that day, spend some time with some people that you love, spend some time getting your mind right, getting your mental health right, that sort of thing. If you working tomorrow, my hope is you getting a bonus for working tomorrow. But you know what? Just wake up tomorrow and try to be better than you were today. Because in the grand scheme of things, our world could be so much worse than what it is. Our country could be so much worse. Even though it seems like we're going down that rabbit hole. I mean, we have some freedoms. Not just me, not just these guys, not just those of you listening, but everybody. We have some freedoms. It may not be the freedoms you want. It may not be the freedoms that you need, but we do have some freedoms. So enjoy that. And you know what? Other than that, just be out here and be safe, y'all. Make sure if you got kids, make sure your kids are good. If you got parents, make sure your parents are good. Make sure your friends are good. I think the most disturbing thing that happened last week was in an area around me. Y'all probably heard about it. A first grader shot his teacher. Are you kidding me? Now it comes out that the school know the kid had a gun. What? What we doing? Like, what we doing? What?
Wait, what do you mean the school knew they had a gun?
Apparently, they knew that he had a gun in his backpack. It didn't take it from him. For whatever reason. The story's still coming out. But, and then we don't have to go too deep into it, but how did the kid get a gun? I mean, they're 6 or 7 or something. That means, unfortunately, some parent is also probably going to jail because they can't keep their peace locked up. I mean, y'all, we gotta be better people, man. You know, I know it sounds crazy. The children are our future. Let them lead the way. But I ain't following these kids. These kids are crazy. So we need to fix that. And if we can't fix that, then we can't expect for them to lead anything except into abyss. And I don't believe that. So, hey, look, let's just take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. And it's okay to hug your kid. Not some random kid, because that you go to jail for that shit. But hug your fam, you know. Let them know you love them. And you know what? We will see you again next week. Thank you for being on the show today. Thank you for everybody who is on the boards listening. Thank you if you didn't say anything on the boards. It's a highly, highly interesting show today. Started out about clean, making sure your ass smelled good and your nether region smelled good, and we ended on some this shit. So this is what we do every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, normally it's me with the craziness, but AG came with it earlier today. So thank you for that, AG.
You're welcome. Me and my clean balls.
Yeah. Your shaved clean ball. Don't do it.
Hey, man.
Don't do it, Moby.
Do it, man.
Don't do what?
Moby wants to do it.
Go ahead,
do it, asshole.
You didn't do it.
It ain't over yet. But nah, thank you, AG and Moby, for being on the show. I do it.
I dare it.
Oh man. Once again, tell a friends, tell your enemies, just tell somebody about us. Once again, Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, on YouTube. And if you're a friend of mine, you found me on my Facebook. But hey, you know, we'll be back next week doing the same old. And just like always, peace, love, hair grease, soul,
Lume.
and deuces. No Lume, just deuces.
Lume.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of